Using super. So what is that super and how we are going to use it? Okay. So far we have used the some class like box, okay, and we have derived the features of box into box demo and the box width. If you remember the program, then we have used the value height, width and depth explicitly. So what happened? This will be happen with the duplicate code will be available, okay, into the super class, which is not sufficient. So what we are going to do? We want to create a super class that will keep the details of implementation. Okay. So whatever the implementation we are going to do, that will keep itself the data. Okay. So whatever the data member you are keeping, that will be into the private. Okay. So in this case, if you want to use the subclass and want to access the data directly, so this will be the problem here. So when you have this problem, to solve this, what we required? We required a subclass need to refer to the immediate superclass. So what the immediate superclass is there, that need to be referred. So for this purpose, you are going to use a keyword called super. Okay, so very simple meaning, when we want to keep our data member as a private, which is not possible. So to resolve this, we have to use a subclass which will be referred to the immediate superclass. Okay, so that implementation will be done using your super keyword. So in this super, so that's what it said, that whenever a subclass need to refer to its immediate superclass, so whenever it is going to refer the subclass to the next immediate superclass, then you have to use the keyword called super. Okay, you are going to use the keyword as a super. So it will be having two general forms. So what are those two general forms we have? The first one, the first call will happen for superclass constructor. Okay, so you are going to call the constructor, and second will be you are going to use to access a member of superclass. So you are going to access that member of superclass that is hidden by a member of subclass. So you remember that the benefit of OOPS concept, the object oriented concept, is data hiding. Okay, so what happened here, the data is hidden, okay, of one subclass. Now you want to access into the superclass, so that you are going to using the super. So this is actually use of the super keyword. Okay, so to do this, you have to use a, what is the syntax? You are going to use super and you are going to use the argument list. So using super to call superclass constructor. So you can call superclass constructor, and a subclass can call a constructor defined by its superclass. So what will happen? Now subclass will call a constructor which will be defined by superclass. So how you are going to access that? You are going to access using the syntax, that is the super and the argument list semicolon. So whatever the argument list you have, you are going to write down here. So this we have to see with one example programming. Okay, so the programming is very big. Okay, so already I have written, I'll just explain you. Okay, you can go through the complete reference Java book, you will get to know that. Okay, I'll explain in the Okay, create the new file. Is it visible to everyone? The box is already defined. Okay, there is some error. Just hold on. Okay, see why did you got it? Why I was getting the error, and when I created the new package there is no error. Okay, because if you remember, we have a program where we have already created a box, class box. So that's why it is saying that there is, because I'm using the same project directory. So that's why it's taking that, because you know very well when we compile the program. So what will happen in program? It will create the bytecode. So dot class file. So which already we have the class with the different details. So that's what is saying that error, the type box is already defined. So that's why we were getting error. Now you can see I have used a different project directory. I am not getting, because here no program is available with this. So that's why. Okay. So see what we are going to do here. Same thing. If you remember the program of box directory. Okay. So we used to create the variable double, height, width all as a public into the public access specifier. But you can see here we are defining this all three data member into the private section. Okay. So what you are going to do, you declare all the variable width, height and depth into the private. Now create a constructor. You know very well how to create the constructor. So constructor, now you are going to pass the object to the constructor. See, you can pass the constructor also into this. Okay, and you pass as a parameter ob. Now width is equal to ob dot width. So how the reference you used to do that? So this is the reference. Next you create another constructor, that is parameterized constructor. Okay, so I am created the constructor. This is the different, width is equal to w, height same way. Next you create a default constructor, empty constructor. So sorry, it is default constructor where you are going to define dimension. There is no dimension, just you define -1, -1, -1. Okay. Next, you create another constructor where you are going to define the parameter, that is the double length. So height, width and length is equal to for that particular box. Now you will be having one method where you are calculating the volume. So how to calculate the volume? Height, width and depth multiplication. Now what you have to do? Now we have to use here the new, that is your subclass, right? So if you remember how to create, so I am creating a new class name, that is the box width, that is your subclass. We are going to extend the superclass. So superclass is box. Here you are defining one more variable, that is the weight box, weight for the box. Okay. Now you pass a object to the constructor. So how to pass? The same way. That is your class name, that is your constructor, it will become here, this class name, it will become constructor. Now same class name, because you can pass the constructor also into the parameter and then create one object. So now you see that, now used for the OB. See that I am using OB here, superclass. So I have mentioned you what is the syntax of superclass? Super and parameter list. So here you are passing the object here. So what is that object? OB. So width is equal to OB dot weight. It means this will be object. So object will be, weight will be the object dot weight is the reference parameter. Similar way you create another constructor. Again similar way you pass the parameter. Similar way super, the reference variable W, H, D and M, but here I am using only 3. Now weight is equal to M, here I am defining. Now create another constructor with empty superclass. See that? That is the default. So empty, no parameter is there, only super. So weight is equal to -1. Now box weight. Okay. So same way you have different parameter type. Okay. So here I am using length. Weight will be equal to M. This is just we have done. So now you can see that we have defined the private data member and we need to access. So how it will get access? It will be access into the next immediate class. So what is the next immediate subclass? That is the box weight. So it will be access into this. Now come to the main method. So I have to create one main class, that is the demo super. Declare the main method. Okay. In main method, so you have to create the object. So for which class you are going to create object? Obviously you are going to create the object for the class where you have already extended the superclass, that is your subclass. So what is the subclass? Box weight. Create object 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 object we have created. In every object we have passed some parameter. Okay. And this will be my clone. That means you are cloning for the my box 1 data. Whatever the my box were there, it will be there. And just print this one. That's all. If you want to access this private member into this another class, which will not allowed, because we know very well the private member will be accessible only within the class, not outside the class. But what we are doing here, we want to access the height, width and depth into the outside the class. So when you want to access, how you will do? Because we know very well in the private access specifier, the data is hidden from outside the class. So, but we want to access that. So to access that, we have the feature called as superclass. So with superclass you can access. So you have to create one object, and with that object you can access the height, width and depth for the private data member. So you must use superclass, then only you will be able to access the private data member of different class. Okay, understood? Now let's execute. See, we got the output, my box volume, this much, weight of the volume, this much. So whatever the things we have defined, accordingly the output has come. You can see here, first printing statement, total volume. What is the weight for that? So my box 1 dot weight. What is the weight we have given my box 1? See, what is the 34.3? Okay, so the weight is 34.3. So accordingly the output has come. Okay, so like this way you can use the superclass. This is the main implementation using super. So very simple meaning, any program where you have the private data member which is not accessible outside of the class, but we want to access that. But it will be accessed into the next immediate subclass using super keyword. Understand? Okay, let's see that. I'll use super.java. Okay, here we are not going to use much programming. Okay, so what you are going to do in this program? Okay, you are going to create one class named A, define a variable int I. Okay, you extend that feature. Okay, let's see that. But I'm going to using dot member. Okay, so what I'll do, class A. Okay, I'll write one class A. In this I will declare one variable as a int I. So what is the meaning of int I here? That means int I is your private data member. Okay, that's all. Now I'll create another class B. I'll extend the superclass now. So extends, that is the class A. Okay, so here what you are going to do, again you declare another same variable int I. I'll use the same variable. So what will happen, this I will be hides the I in A. Okay, so it will, from A it will get hidden. Okay, so now you create a constructor. So what is the constructor name here? It will be, the constructor name will be your B, because only we have defined the class name as a B. So what in constructor we have to pass the parameter? Okay, let's pass the parameter. So I'll pass two parameter as an integer variable A and B. So I'll pass int A comma int B. So this is the constructor. Now we have created the constructor, right? So in the constructor what you are going to do? You are going to use, now I want to use this I want to access this I, okay, which is available into the class A. So we cannot access this because we have declared this data member as a private, so it cannot be accessed outside of the class. So how to access? So we know the method, that is the super. So what I'll do here, super.I, see automatically checking I int A, that is in class A, I is integer in class A, is equal to So I am passing the reference as a. Okay. Now if I want to write I is equal to B, so it will take, because B is declared inside the your, this is now it has reference and it has from A, it has this will be yours from I in class A. Okay, and this I will be from class B, that is I in B. Now you will simply understand. Again I will repeat. I have declared a private data member as a int I. Okay. Now in another class I am declared int I also here. So what will happen here? Same variable I am declaring. If you see that, no, this is not possible because complication, some error will come. It will not come because this I only for class B, this I for only for class A. Now I want to access the data member in class A. So how to access? It is the question here. So we know a keyword called super. Using the super, we can access the data member which is declared in private section of another class, but it should be the next immediate subclass. You have to declare into next immediate subclass. So this is the next immediate subclass. So I'll declare as a super dot I and is equal to, so we have used the reference parameter A, so is equal to A. So this will refer to your class A and this will be I value will refer to the B. You can see here when you put the cursor in Eclipse, automatically it will get highlighted this I. If I click here, you can see here it is getting highlighted in class A. So you will understand by this itself which I is getting declared from which class. So this is the advantage of using your super. Now I'll just print a method called a void show method. So void show. Okay. Do you need parameter? No, not required here. We have to just print. So what we are going to print? We are going to print these two values, I in class A, I in class B. So you know very well. So this is a shortcut, SYS, control space. You will get the option, select the second, automatically system.out.println. This will not work in command prompt. Remember guys, this is only in Eclipse. So what we are going to print? We'll print I in super class. Okay. So what is that? Super dot I. So you have to write super dot I. So see, when you write super dot, automatically it will give you the option. So I value as integer in class A. So if I enter, it will come. Next, printing a statement for I in class B. So the same way, I in subclass. Okay, so this is how we will, because this is in this class only, you are going to access the data member from class B only, so no need to use super dot, directly you give I, it will work because this is directly variable you are going to print. Okay, this is done. Now what you are going to do, this is the over for this extending, inheriting, finish. Now we have to create our main class. So what is our main class? Class use super. So what you are going to do here? Main method. So what is the main method? You know very well. Public static void main and string arguments. Okay. So what we are going to do? We have to create the object. So how to create the object? You know very well. What is the subclass name? That is the class B. I'll create B. Then you have to write instance variable name. That is the object name. What is the object name? You can write anything. My obj is equal to. Okay. Now what you are going to do? Use the keyword as a new. Okay. Next, class name B. Pass, because you have used constructor and you have passed the parameter, so you must pass the parameter here. That is the argument. So what is the argument? I'll pass as a 2, 4. Okay. Correct. Next, what we are going to call? We are going to call method. Which method? Show method. So my obj dot show. Just write down. There is no parameter because we have used default, that is empty. Okay. So this is over. No error. Save the program. Okay. Now let's execute. Editor does not contain main type. Hey, I wrote the program. There is no error. You can see there in the program. But we are not getting the output. Why? Because if you see on the left hand side, where is our program? It is not into the source directory. So obviously when it will be not in src directory, it will give you the error. So what I have to do? I have to move this into the source directory. Okay. Now I'll open this. Let's execute now. See, I in 2 and 4, the output came. So understand one thing. That's what I did the mistake. So you will be knowing that where we are getting the error in Eclipse. What is the possibility of error? Oh, we have wrote the program correctly, no error, but it's still not executing. We keep thinking. So this is the problem here. Okay. Now we understood, right? Simple program using super, right? So this is the actually use of super. So simple meaning is that the data which is declared as a private cannot be accessed outside class. To access that, we have to use super keyword. Fine.